A few days ago, I was on a walk with my husband's grandmother. She's 93, incredibly witty, one of the most open-minded people I've ever met. And as a middle-aged immigrant trying to rebuild my life in a new country, she's been my anchor. So on this walk, I told her all excited about my little mission that I'd started making videos, doing social media, writing my book, finally finding my rhythm. And then I braced myself because I knew what was coming. I thought she'd ask me the questions I'm used to, like, are you making money yet? How many followers do you have? I mean, that's what my mother asked when I told her. But my grandmother just looked at me and smiled and said, "Oh, that's wonderful. You must be so happy. Are you happy? You look really happy." And I just froze. I didn't know what to say because why happy? Why not money? Why not results? In the world I come from, happy was never the first question. It wasn't even in the top 10 because here's the thing. I grew up in China in the 1980s, in a culture that spoke only one language, the language of winning. I was taught to chase an A+ since I was a kid, the perfect score, the perfect job, the shiny results, and I don't really remember anyone ever asking me how I felt while I was doing any of it. Was I happy? Was I enjoying this? Nobody asked. So I stopped asking myself too. And I got really, really good at ignoring my own feelings. My grandmother's question, "Are you happy?" it sent me back to my decade in the corporate world. I checked all the boxes, delivered beautiful results, but the most of the time I felt completely numb, like a robot. I guess I was just desperate to prove how good I was, desperate for other people's affirmation because I wanted to be the A+ student in everything forever. But I never once asked myself, what do I really want? When you only stare at the finish line, you're not running the race, you're being chased by the outcome. There's a concept in psychology called self-determination theory. It says that true, unstoppable drive doesn't come from external rewards. It comes from intrinsic motivation, doing something out of pure love, fueled by autonomy and a deep connection to yourself. And when you start something new and the results haven't shown up yet, an obsession with the outcome will only bring you anxiety. And the only fuel that can keep you running is your own emotional alignment. So I think happiness is the ultimate driver. It's the engine. And there is a phrase I've come to live by recently. Trust the process. I know, for me, it doesn't mean that trusting the process guarantees a perfect, successful ending. It means believing that through the process itself, you're becoming the person you're meant to be. When I tried to share all of this with my mother, she didn't understand, but she just said, "Oh, what you're describing is very Western. In our culture, we don't care about feelings. We care about results, like how much money you can make, what score you got." And to be honest, for a second, I really wanted to argue, but then I thought about it. I don't think it's that we don't care. I think we care deeply. We've just been shaped, all of us, by the world we grew up in, into one fixed way of seeing things, and then we mistake that one way for the truth. My mother isn't interested in this new idea because it isn't our culture, and that's okay. Because what I feel mostly is lucky that I got the chance to step out and see another perspective, lucky that it let me finally notice how fixed I'd been without even knowing it. Leaving everything familiar took so much from me, but it gave me the chance to ask, maybe for the first time in my life or second time, am I happy? So thank you for sitting with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.